Tim here. Today I want to talk about something new, or at least new to me, that I'm getting into. And it's something that I feel works well with my nomadic lifestyle. As many of you probably know from my other videos, I live and work on the road. I've got an ambulance conversion that I'm working on, and it gets me around to different jobs that I work, different job sites, and also around the state or wherever I'm traveling to live or to go to events. What I want to talk about today, though, is buying and selling gold and silver. Now, I live in an area in Arizona where people still do a little mining or prospecting for gold. And so I come into contact every so often with folks who are out there with their gold pans or their sluices, and they're pulling out a little bit of gold here and there. And even though most of them are just doing it part-time, they're doing pretty well. They have fun and they come away with a little bit of gold. I also come into contact with some folks who live in their vehicles and have been buying, sometimes, over a period of time, silver. Now, one gentleman that I know who does some prospecting and mining and gold panning, whenever he needs a little bit of cash, even though he's got a regular job, but whenever he needs a little extra cash, he sells some of his gold. And recently I bought a gram from him, and this is a gram of gold in this little tray right here. I bought this gram from him for just under $60. And I think that's around what the spot price is for a gram of gold. And so I thought that was kind of interesting that, he needed a little extra cash. So he just got out some of his gold, weighed out a gram, and sold it to me. Another gentleman that I know that lives in his vehicle, he has, over a period of time, bought silver. And whenever he needs a little extra cash, like he did recently, he'll sell it. And so I decided, well, maybe I'll buy a little silver. I can start saving it as well. So I bought some of these silver rounds from him. And what they are is 1 ounce, I believe they call it troy ounce, of 0.9999 pure silver or fine silver. So each one of these is an ounce, and of course the price varies daily, but the spot price was right around $21, $22. And usually if you buy it from somebody or from a dealer, a coin shop or someplace, they have a premium where they add on $2 or $3, maybe $4 per ounce. So I bought 5 ounces from him, so he could have a little cash, and then I've got some silver now. So this got me thinking that this might be a good investment, small investment for somebody such as myself, or even folks that live at home, but it still seems to be a good investment to have something solid that you can use to trade or barter if need be. I always believe that you should have extra food and water set aside for emergencies, for you never know what's going to happen if things go sideways. And I feel the same thing about money. I think you should have some cash set aside. You never know if the internet goes down, if the power goes down. Most stores, most gas stations, those ATMs, the pumps, they don't work. You can't pay if there's no way to put your card in, and it can't read your credit card or debit card, and they can't get money from your bank. The only way then that you could buy stuff would be if you had cash. And I've even seen more stores lately now with signs up that say cash only. Usually small businesses, but they're just accepting cash instead of doing the whole transaction via the bank. So that having cash would be a great idea, but I also think having something like silver. If cash loses its value, people no longer have trust in it, no longer want to accept it. If if really things get bad, then you've got to have other things that you own that you can trade. And silver and gold are small items, relatively small, that you can carry or that you can store away. And then people could trade these or use them to exchange goods and services. And so I'm learning about it. I think silver is a good investment because gold is so expensive now that it's difficult to buy gold coins, but because of the price. So I'm learning about silver rounds, which look like money, almost looks like the silver dollar, but it's not worth $1, and it's not something you could take to a store at least and say, hey, here's $5 or here's whatever. Maybe in the future people assign more of a value like that to it. But these are something that you are worth, as I said, about $20, $21 right now per coin or per ounce. Another thing is old silver, junk silver, stuff like this that is not pure silver. That's, I think they say it's 90%. So it has about a 90% of silver in the coin. These are typically right now worth a little more because of the collector value that people have. But this is also something that if you metal detect, as I do, or relic and coin hunt, you might come across these when you dig up things, which is nice to have and set aside also. So this is just something that I've been thinking about, something that I want to talk about, I'm getting into, learning about, and I think it's kind of an ideal way of just being prepared for whatever is coming down the road by having a little silver, gold, some cash set aside, and that's something that I think everybody should start thinking about. So let me know if you have any advice, any comments, and I definitely want to learn more, and I just thought I'd share this new I guess I wouldn't say it's a hobby, but something new that I'm doing while out there on the road. I will talk to you later. Be safe and be prepared.